that's where the potential is, that's where your growth is, that's where you can take a big jump towards next steps, next levels. Beautiful lady, thank you for listening to the podcast for female leaders. And today I'm going to talk about dreams. Dreams, and the bigger, the better. Dreams. I just did a discovery, a bit of a painful, maybe a shame discovery in my own behavior, but I always believe that that's where you feel a little bit ashamed, where you think, oh, gee, really? Did I do it this way? That's where the potential is. That's where your growth is. That's where you can take a big jump towards next steps, next levels. So I think I've always been good at dreaming big, having desires for myself, investment in houses to rent out. Living abroad, I was in Ireland for a year right after I finished getting my degree. So there is even though I was really homesick, really a type of person that was homesick very quickly, very easily, but I did it anyway because it was on my, I wouldn't say a bucket list, but maybe now I would call it a bucket list. No, whatever. So I've always had big dreams. I still have big dreams, but I recently discovered that it's also quite comfortable to have these big dreams, because you can dream and you can create a smile on your face on how nice it is when you get there, or when you made it, whatever. But all these smiles and these daydreaming, it can also become very comfortable. It can be so comfortable that you don't take action, and that is exactly what happened to me. That's what this episode is all about. So what happened? Well, the reason why I left my Dutch podcast to make the step towards English has everything to do with it. I want to be a global speaker. I want to inspire women all over the world, because I believe there is so many more women who, well, I wouldn't say should, but who could strengthen their position at work, in your own company, at home, wherever, as a person, as a human being. And that dream became very comfortable. Yes, I took some small steps, but those steps were kind of either in my comfort zone or leaning towards my comfort zone. And anyway, I did like spread the word, spread my dream. I shared my dream with good friends, business friends. And then one of my friends connected me to a lady whose career has on global speaking. She took some fast steps. So she's actually towards actually doing it. And I knew her already, but I did not know that about her. So that friend of mine, she gave me her number and she said, she knows you're going to call. So yeah, just make an appointment together. And she even lives in the same town as I do. So well, I could say I'm a bit ashamed. No, I'm not. It's just the way it is. That's my journey. So I got this number. I got her, even her permission. She's willing to spend some time to share her experiences with me. And you know, I've been in sales for 13 freaking years. And if I got a chance like this with a new assignment, a new customer, potential customer, I would jump on it really quickly. That's what you do. And guess what I did with this one? Probably don't have to guess, because I assume you have the answer already. I did not do that. On day 10, exactly day 10, I was like, oh my God, Susan, you have this phone number, you have her permission, she's willing to share her expertise. And what do you do? Or it's better to say, what do you not do? You don't grab the phone or text to set up an appointment. And and I've passed this. Well, not totally, of course, but I've passed already so many steps towards judging myself in the worst way you can do. So I'm still kind to myself. Okay, Suus, I say Suus to myself. Suus, okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, and I think now it's time to go beyond that. Just pick up the phone, send her a text, and set up the meeting. So I did. And of course, she said yes. She was a bit busy. It was last August and September right now. And so we just had, now September, we just had a meeting and it was amazing. We're even going to create our own live event in the Netherlands. And but the thing is, and that's the whole point of this podcast episode, having dreams is fantastic. Having great dreams, it's even more challenging yourself. But a way of sabotaging yourself is to get so comfortable with your dreams, maybe even be happy with your dreams, and that's fine. But if you really, at the end of your life, want to look back on a life where you actually maybe even not have got all your, now my English, I'm really in my brain looking for the right sentence, but I think you know what I mean, even though it's my English is not 100% or 90 or 50, whatever percent correct. I think you know what I mean. If you truly, at the end of your life, and if you want to look back, that at least you took action on your dreams, that you realize if you have those dreams, that everything, for me, that's the ego preventing you from getting out of your comfort zone, because out of your comfort zone, it's not safe. And that was exactly my system. It's not safe. And then what if it happens? What if my dream truly gets reality? Oh my God, then I have to do all these things that, according to my ego, is the creepiest, the scariest thing to happen. Because what if my dream comes true? What if it works? What if it works out? What if I'm really on international stages all over the world? Could be. It's freaking my ego out. And I'm not living for my ego. I'm not living in the comfort of my ego. Yeah, my ego really loves to have also big dreams, but just have them as a dream. But me, my authentic me, actually want to live my dreams. And that means that I have to step out of my comfort zone. And while I was in this progress, I just, I'm really, really at the beginning. When you listen to this episode already, I'm really at the beginning. So I just made a translation of my LinkedIn post and profile. And I was still posting in Dutch. And I don't leave the Dutch women, I don't leave the Dutch market, so to say. So I will be posting also in my my mother's language, so to say. And also in there, I was like, okay, everything is set up. Okay, I'm done. But no, that's only the beginning. So I'm not done. So this morning I posted my first one in English. And if you follow me on LinkedIn, you will be finding me talking in 2 languages. And I have really no idea how it all works on LinkedIn. But hey, I'm just gonna get out of my own comfort zone and do it. And then see what happens. And see what happens could mean see how people respond, but it mostly means see what happens with me. Get my ego comfortable with doing this, so it doesn't have to shout out loud in my ear, Susan, don't do it, or sabotage me in all different forms my ego has. So if you have dreams, and in any form, there is something that you recognize in my story. I hope you take a little step out of your comfort zone, out of the comfort of having the big dreams, getting in the sometimes not so comfortable zone to take the first step. And you know what it is with big dreams? We often think if we have big dreams, we need a big, huge step to go towards that dream. That's total bullshit. The step is way too big. It's so big that either your ego or your brain doesn't even know how to take that step. Your brain, your expertise is not there yet. On the other side, it could well be that you think if you take this eeny-meeny step, it's way too small towards that big dream. So in both cases, we don't take action. We stay in the comfort of having a big dream. But you know, every big dream starts with a very small step. Every big dream. Most probably have people around you admire, they inspire you. But where they are, they all started with a small step. And then they learn, and then another one, and then they learn, and then another one, and then maybe it's time for a big one. And then you learn, and then another one. And it doesn't matter how big or small the step is. The importance is that you take the step. And yes, I'm also talking to myself right now. But hey, that's okay. That's life. That's who I am and who I am at this point. And every step a little bit out of the comfort zone, even though it's a toe, even though it's a jump, it doesn't matter. You learn. And when you learn, it brings you closer towards your dream. Enjoy the journey, and thank you very much for listening, watching. Please follow if you're listening on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or watching on YouTube. Subscribe, follow, and I would really love you to leave a comment with your response to this episode. Thank you very much.